Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In my part 1 video, I have discussed about the introduction part of incidence tax and what are the criteria to decide it is as Indian income and what are the criteria to decide it as foreign income. So these are the aspects I have covered in my part 1 video. If anybody has not watched the part 1 video, please do watch that one first and then come back to this incidence of tax part 2, that is the problems video, because until and unless you understand the part 1 very clear, it is very difficult for you to understand the problems. So the question is on the screen. So one by one, so there are certain transactions. ಒಂದಷ್ಟು transactions ಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ question ಅಲ್ಲಿ. We will analyze each transaction in depth and solve the problem. So first, for the problem, you need to have 4 tables. Write the heading as computation of taxable income under different residential stages. So you will have 3 columns. Column number 1 will be particulars. Second column will be ordinary resident. Third column will be not an ordinary resident. And the last column will be non-resident. So E Muru column. And in my part 1 video, have discussed one chart. That chart you have to keep it with you while analyzing this particular problem. So you can just, at least you have not written that chart, then first watch the part 1 video, then write down the chart in a sheet of paper, keep that with you and try to see this problem videos. So first let us try to analyze the question. Mr. X is a citizen of USA, furnishes the following particulars of his income relevant for the previous year 22-23. So even our previous year is 2022-23. So he's a citizen of USA. USA citizen now, no? So they have given all his income, whatever he had earned in the previous year. First one, agricultural income from USA, entire amount spent for software development in New York. So in each transactions you have to analyze 2 different points. ಎರಡು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ನೀವು ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅರೈಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ USA. So arising aspect is also USA, which is outside India, and amount entirely spent from software development. ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನಾನು ನ್ಯೂಯಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸೊ ವೇರ್ ಎವರ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅವರ್ point here. Our point is where he has earned the income and where he has received the income. So both have happened in USA. So arising of income and receival of income both are in USA, which is outside India. ಎರಡು ಕೂಡ outside India ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So when arising aspect and receiving aspect both are outside India, it is considered as foreign income. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ first particulars column ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, same transaction bariri, bracket the foreign income. So it is considered as foreign income. So it is a foreign income from other sources. In the chart I have very clearly given foreign income alli ಎರಡು type ಬರುತ್ತೆ, income from business and profession and income from other sources. This fall under income from other sources category. In Indian income from other sources, only resident, ordinary resident will be taxed. ಇದು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅದರ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. ನಾಟ್ ಎನ್ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನ್ ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಹಾಕೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ಡ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆನ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್, 3/4 received in New York, 6 lakh rupees. So they have sold a building in Bangalore. Bangalore is in India. So where the income has arisen? Income has arisen in India. India dalle sale agirodu. So India dalle arise agide income. 3/4 of received in New York. So in that 3/4 of the amount is received in New York, which means 1/4 is received in India. So 3/4 New York ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು, 1/4 ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅರೈಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಾಗಿದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಆಲ್ ನೋ ದಟ್ in arise or received, if any one aspect, if it has happened in India, then it is considered as Indian income. ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಅರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಥವಾ ರಿಸೀವಿಂಗ್ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Indian income will be taxable for all the three residential status. ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮೂರು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ 6 lakh rupees will be levied on all three. Third question, interest on savings bank account 90,000. We all know that if it is a post office saving bank, some exemptions are there, but they have not mentioned whether it is post office or any other bank. When they have not mentioned anything, we will consider it to be other banks only. So 90,000. So yelli anta kottira. They have not mentioned whether it is in India or outside India. We assume that it is in India. So we consider it as Indian income. So as it is an Indian income, all the three members will be taxable. Indian income ಆದರೆ ಮೂರು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. Next, profit from software business in Japan received in New York, controlled from India. Very, very important transaction. Please pay your attention here. So profits from software business in Japan. So you are running a business in Japan. So you have earned a profit from that. And that particular business is controlled in India and the amount you have received in New York. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅರೈಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಜಪಾನ್, ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ನ್ಯೂಯಾರ್ಕ್, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ both is outside India. Receiving aspect is also outside India. Arising aspect is also outside India. ಎರಡು ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಫಾರಿನ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ರಿಸೀವಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ outside India. It is outside India. So again, under foreign income, we have two categories. What are those two categories? Category number one is income from business and profession. So this particular transactions fall under that category, income from business and profession. So again, income from business and profession, two category comes: controlled from India, controlled outside India. So they have clearly mentioned that business is controlled from India. So when it is controlled from India, only two persons will be taxed. ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್. ಇದನ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎನ್ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಜಪಾನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಜಪಾನ್, ನ್ಯೂಯಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ನ್ಯೂಯಾರ್ಕ್, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ, ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್, but it is from the other business and profession sources, so which the business is controlled from India. ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಿಂದ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎನ್ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆನ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ ಇನ್ ನ್ಯೂಯಾರ್ಕ್, ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಮುಂಬೈ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅರೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ? ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಅರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ನ್ಯೂಯಾರ್ಕ್, income is received, amount is received in Mumbai. Mumbai is in India. So arising aspect is outside India, receiving aspect is inside India. So if any one aspect is in India, we will consider it as Indian income. So ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆನ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ ಇನ್ ನ್ಯೂಯಾರ್ಕ್, ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಮುಂಬೈ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. So receiving aspect is taking place in India. So we consider it as Indian income. Interest on, okay, interest on deposits with an Indian company. So you have deposited some amount in an Indian company and you are receiving certain interest. So arising aspect is also in India, receiving aspect is also in India. Arise India dalle aagta ide, receiving aspect India dalle aagta ide. So it is considered as Indian income. So as it is an Indian income, all the three people will be taxable. Ordinary resident, not an ordinary resident, non-resident. ಮೂರು ಜನ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. Now you need to add all the columns. You will get the total taxable income. ಈ ಮೂರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದು 14,32,000. Not an ordinary resident will be 11,32,000. Non-resident will be 8,12,000. So this is how you need to solve the problem. This is a basic problem. Ongoing, we'll have certain very tricky adjustments. So we'll just analyze all those in the future problems. Hope you have understood this particular video very well. If you have any doubts, please put your doubts and queries in the comment box. So I'll respond to your doubts and queries in your comment section. Pakka in exam, there'll be one question from incidence of tax, and easily you can get marks from this incidence of tax chapter. So hope you have understood this video. I'll meet you in the next video.